Meanwhile, at the Edgewood Ridge Manor in Rachel and Samuel's bedroom, Samuel came in and saw Rachel in a robe lying in their bed. "What's all this? Why don't you come and find out?" "Maybe I will." And as Samuel came to the bed and got on and laid beside his wife, and as they began kissing each other. Meanwhile, in the living room, Sheldon's looking at a magazine. Tune came in, and Sheldon saw, and as he got up and faced him. "You think it was the right move of us moving here?" "I really don't know, man, but it's kinda odd that my parents suddenly want to move ever since what happened. Yeah, we're lucky to be alive. I can't help but want not to worry. Whatever happened in New York won't follow us here." Meanwhile, outside in Thomas' car, Thomas is thinking, "What have I done?" Suddenly, someone got in and closed the car and sat next to Thomas, and it's Yolanda, and Thomas saw her, and as she sensed something wrong with him. "You okay?" "Yeah, I just need to think." "You've been thinking ever since we moved back." "I have a lot on my mind." "Are you in the mood for a surprise?" "It depends what it is." "You trust me, right?" "Of course I do." And as Thomas started up his car. "So where we're going?" "Follow my lead and it'll all become clear soon." Meanwhile, back inside, upstairs in Lucy's room, Lucy's finished putting all her stuff up. And as she stumbled upon a picture of her and Jack. And as she put the picture back, just as Carly came and knocked on her door. And Lucy turned and saw her sister there. "Lucy, are you okay?" "Yeah, I'm fine." "Lucy, I'm no fool, okay?" And as Carly came in. "I'm your sister, the one who shared information on the men we love. I broke up with Jack Williams before we left New York." "What do you mean? You two were set to get married." "I ended it because of what happened at that party. That's the reason to why Jack and I aren't together." Meanwhile, at the Grandview Diner, one of the popular diners in West Los Angeles. Anyways, let's get to a waiter named Adam McLaughlin, and as he went to one of his tables in his section with their checkbook and gave it to them. "You two lot enjoy your day." And as he went to the next booth, and it's Melissa who saw him. "Didn't quite expect to see me now, did you?" "No, I didn't, but I'm glad you came. I have your order up in a minute. Actually, there's a reason to why I'm here to see you." Meanwhile, in downtown Los Angeles lies an apartment complex called Applegate Apartments on Broadway and 3rd. Let's get inside to Lauren and Tyler's apartment, where Lauren's in the living room on her laptop. Her brother Tyler came in, and Lauren looked up and saw him, just as he closed the door. And as he turned and came to where Lauren is. "How was work?" "Alright so far. How's our brother?" "Just fed him dinner. He's fast asleep." "Look," and as Tyler went and sat on the couch right next to his sister. "I know you're not looking forward to another semester in high school, but it'll go by." "Yeah, just like I didn't look forward to our parents divorcing and doing a runner for the matter." "Oi, I'm just upset as you are, but we can't let that ruin our lives. They made a choice to walk out on us. We're just left with responsibility that we weren't prepared for." Meanwhile, at the Whitman's house, Carol and Jeremy are having dinner with their kids. "Alright, you all must be aware to why your father and I summoned you here to dinner. I thought we need some family time, which is okay with me. As much as we appreciate that, and we do, there's something we need to tell you." "Is everything alright?" "You're not, of course not." "Then what is it?" "We just have some good news to share with all of you." And as Max came in, and everyone saw him. "What's going on here?" "Why don't you join us, and you'll find out." Meanwhile, at the Edgewood Ridge Manor in Rachel and Samuel's bedroom, Rachel and Samuel are lying in bed talking. And as they look at each other, wasn't that worth being with me? Why, yes. You certain it was a good idea for us to move here? We talked about this, and don't worry, because the danger is over. You know what? You're right. Nate and Melissa's parents did not deserve what happened to him. Nobody knew that train was going to derail, but you and I have made certain Nate and Melissa will be safe. It's really sad that both their parents died, but you know what? For what it's worth, I have an amazing man who I come to love, and I'm glad to have you in my life. Meanwhile, in the kitchen, Sheldon and Nate came in talking. That family has had it in for us and you and Melissa's parents, yeah. Which is why I'm intent to make them pay if they show up here. Till then, maybe you're right. We shouldn't worry. What about you and Melissa? Melissa and I were over early this month. You didn't tell me. But then again, lots has happened since the Jerome train and the whole scandal thing at the party. Yeah, don't I know it. We just gotta get you out, man. In fact, I have an idea. How's that gonna help me? You'll find out. And as Nate went, I left the kitchen. And as someone knocked on the front door. Great. And as Sheldon went, I left the kitchen. And as he headed towards the front area and arrived and got the door. And it's Jeff Nightstill. Is Vanessa here? Yes, she is. And as she came down the stairs to where they are. And Sheldon and Jeff saw. Thank you, Sheldon. And as she went out and closed the door from behind. And as Vanessa faced Jeff. So, you ready? Yeah, I am. In fact, I was gonna call you. I'm glad I beat you to it. So am I. Meanwhile, upstairs in Lucy's room, Lucy and Carly are talking. If you mean what happened, it was a big misunderstanding. Was it though? Cause the media sure as hell didn't see like that. Look, I'm just as mortified to what happened to us. I mean, what person wanna write a story like a certain person who wanna put a story about our family over something that happened that night? You mean at Holding Grammy's party? Exactly. Look, that scandal between our family will fade away soon, I assure you. Anyways, do you miss Jack at all? Yeah, I do. And besides, I'm not good in handling long-distance relationships, so I ended it. What? Just because what happened with Holding and you? Meanwhile, at the Grandview Diner, Melissa and Adam are talking. Let me guess. You're having second thoughts about coming with me to the Grand Canyon? No. I've been looking forward to going to the Grand Canyon with your family. It's something else. You know you can tell me anything, right? I just want to say, I am so lucky for having you in my life, even though I met you when I moved here a couple of weeks ago. No problem. And I'm happy since you came into my life. What I'm saying is, I don't want to lose you. And as Adam went and sat across from her in her booth, you don't have to worry about losing me, because you're not. Meanwhile, at the Applegate apartment in Lauren and Tyler's apartment in the living room, Lauren and Tyler are talking. All I'm saying is, I want to live my life, believe me. I want to do the same, but we can't. I just wish there's a way to track down where the hell they could be. You know what? It's what you said earlier. They made their choice. And as Lauren got up and headed towards her room. And as Tyler took out his iPhone and called someone. Hey, it's me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cancel our date tonight. Family emergency. Not to worry. I'll let you know. And as Tyler hung up, just as Lauren came back to where he is, and he saw her. If that's your girlfriend, call her back and tell her I'll be fine, Alex. There's no way I'm leaving you. Meanwhile, in an empty apartment as Yolanda and Thomas came in, with Thomas closing the door. And as they both saw the contents of the empty flat. And as Thomas looked at Yolanda, so your uncle owns this flat, right? I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. It's just, I didn't want your family to know till you did first. Besides, you have a lot to deal with the scandal issue. Yeah, which is why our family moved from New York in the first place. And as Thomas sits on one with Yolanda, what is it? I want to know what exactly happened at the party you, Sheldon, Nate, Lucy, and Carly went to.
Meanwhile, at the Whitman's house, the Whitmans are having dinner while Carol and Jeremy make an announcement to the family. What's going on? What's going on is we're going on a vacation next summer. Now I know this is sudden, but I want our family to enjoy this moment. Why do I get the feeling there's more to this trip? Come on, there's no agenda. So where are we heading? To the Grand Canyon. I'm sorry, did you say the Grand Canyon? You're right, we did. Your mother and I have been planning this trip for decades, and we want you all to see the appreciation that God has laid before us. And now, we're gonna take you all on a journey to the most beautiful place on the planet.
Meanwhile, at the Edgewood Ridge Manor in Rachel and Samuel's bedroom, Rachel and Samuel are talking. You know, I gotta admit, moving to Los Angeles a few weeks ago wasn't a smart choice on our end, but it did hold our additional studio, which will continue to serve clients like it always been. Look, I know it's moving so suddenly, his cats, I just wish the whole thing didn't happen, but it did. Point of the matter is, we're just gonna have to get past this, and we will. Don't you worry. I am so glad I married you. You should be. And as they begin kissing each other. Meanwhile, in Sheldon's room, Sheldon's on his laptop. And as he noticed a picture of Melissa and him in Times Square last Christmas, resulting in him having a flashback of them talking. I really miss you being in my life all the time. I do too. But this is what it has to be. But overall, we're still a couple. I guess you're right. Of course I am. So why don't we enjoy the life we still have together? And as the flashback ends with someone knocking on his door. And as Sheldon turned and saw his mom standing there. Meanwhile, outside in Jeff's car, Vanessa and Jeff are making out. Till they pull away. So what's your plans for Halloween? I don't know. I was hoping we can go to the beach. Sounds good to me. I love talking to you. I do too, so about what happened, that's over. Besides, my family is getting by one step at a time. That's good to know. Hey, you wanna grab a bite to eat? Yes, in fact, I am starving. Then let's go. And as Jeff starts his car up, and as they pull away. Meanwhile, while that's happening, Nate's watching the action while in his car, and as he took out his iPhone and began texting somebody. Meanwhile, back inside, upstairs in Lucy's room, Lucy and Carly are talking. Yes, and the worst part is, I blame myself for that. Oh, I see. Now I do as well. What about you and Ethan? I ended it for the same reasons you did. To make a fresh start, and we will. And as Carly's iPhone beeps, and she got it and saw it to text. And as she put the iPhone back up, look, we're gonna find that kind of love we both deserve in our lives in the end. Letting go the man a week before my wedding was really hard for me, I know. But in time, you will move forward. Anyways, I gotta go. I'll see you later. And as Carly got up and went and left Lucy's room, while Lucy got up and head toward her suitcase and got it and placed it on her bed and opened it, revealing her wedding dress and one of the contents of her suitcase. Meanwhile, outside in Nate's car, Nate's waiting till someone got in his car, and he saw. For a second, I was beginning to think you'd never show up. Meanwhile, at the Grandview Diner, Melissa and Adam are talking. Look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you, Oi. It's okay. You mean a lot to me more than anything, okay? All we gotta do is get through one more year at high school and, even though it's our senior year and all. What is it? I was kinda hoping since we've been together for only a small period of time, that I want us to be engaged. Wait, are you asking me to marry you so soon? Well, even though we barely know each other, I don't see no harm. Why do I get the strange feeling there's more to this? Meanwhile, at the Applegate apartment in Lauren and Tyler's apartment in the living room, Lauren and Tyler are talking. Look, I admire you being the noble big brother who's younger than me. I don't like seeing you like this. Yeah, just like I don't like our parents dumping us out like yesterday's trash. We're not trash, okay? Besides, we managed to keep a stable life without social service getting involved. That's because our mom and dad would be sent down as they know it. And also, what? You know what? I was thinking about what you said earlier. Perhaps we should track them down and get some answers. And how we're supposed to do that? Look, don't do anything while I'm gone till I get back, okay? Fine. Look, I'm sorry, it's fine. That's what I'm here for. And as they went and hug each other and pull away, I'll see you later. And as Tyler got his phone and went and left the flats. Meanwhile, in the empty apartment in the living room, Yolanda and Thomas are talking. Talk to me, Thomas. Tell me exactly what happened. Does it really matter at this point? Yeah, it does. And rather you not telling me and answering with another question, I'm gonna find out myself in the end. You know what? I really don't know what you're up to. No more stalling! Either tell me or I'm ending things between us. And as Yolanda's iPhone beeps, and she got it and saw a text message. Fine. What happened at Holden's party is you got caught kissing his wife Victoria and him kissing Carly. How did you know this? And it's Yolanda showing the picture from her iPhone. Meanwhile, at the Whitman's house, Carol, Jeremy, Ricky, Allison, Faith, and Max are talking. Am I wrong for saying this, but don't you think it should be just the two of you going? You know, I agree, Ricky. You two lot haven't spent time with each other with us around an hour. Look, I admire your generosity. We do and all, but your father and I want you all to be included in this breathtaking experience. So give it a night to sleep on it, to think about it. Well, I don't need a night because I'm down for going. Besides, it's not every day you get the opportunity to see the Grand Canyon. Okay, I'll go as well. Besides, you only live once and life is precious, so why not enjoy it while you can? Exactly. So Ricky, that just leaves you. What do you say? You want to see the Grand Canyon? You know what? I'm game. Why not? Alright, if you excuse us, your father and I gotta talk to each other. And as Carol and Jeremy got up and got their plates and went and left the dining room, leaving the kids to talk to each other. You know what? I'm actually looking forward to seeing the canyon. And we will. And as Ricky sent some wrong with Faith. What's up? As happy as I am, I get this strange feeling there's danger ahead. Meanwhile, around the corner, as Carol and Jeremy are listening to their kids talking, and as they face each other, it's what our daughters say, trust me. The Grand Canyon is the safest place to be. We're gonna have to tell them the real reason before Allison or Ricky find out first. Not to worry, we'll tell them everything first thing tomorrow. Or you can tell us now. And as Carol and Jeremy turned and saw Allison and Ricky there. How long have you been here? We just got here, but that's not the point. The point is, Rick and I both know you two lot didn't just throw this trip out of nowhere, and we want to know the real reason.